Hello, hello, hello. Oh, you're all very eager tonight, aren't you? It's brilliant. Right, word of warning, I will have to dash away and get a parcel from the door at some point. It's my eagerly anticipated new caller. What fun and games I've had there. Thank you so much to the people who have supported me over the last few days with messages on Instagram, in Discord, underneath the comments, and other means of support. That's all I'm going to say. And it's been a little bit humbling, to be honest with you. The community that we've building is just fantastic. You've been so supportive, like say, with advice, hints, tips. Yeah, so even a little bit of money, which I get embarrassed about money, so I don't like to talk about that. So it's an absolute pleasure to have you all here. Thank you so much for all the likes and the support, like I say. So on screen, we're up to the release candidate. I did try and give you all a bit of notice by putting a poll on the community tab of my channel, and a larger percentage went for the release candidate. So in theory, we shouldn't be absolutely crowded out in the lobby tonight. So I'm going to start the lobby. The settings are all the same as they usually are. So YouTube at SimRacersArms, no password. We're going to do practice and random grid starts. And it's starting at 11 o'clock, just one weather slot, so we've got no surprises regarding the weather. I thought keep it nice and simple this evening. Thank you for all the hearts, making me blush again. Who we got in the lobby? So Darren Whitehouse was the first one up, asking about the CPU temps. Just about coping. I've got a big fan blowing directly, not directly, but at a slight angle into the PC itself with the side glass off. So and the new caller should be here any minute now. MP will be on RC today or not, and Darren Whitehouse has already answered. Thank you, Darren. Right, let me click start on that so we can get going. Lobby up. Don't forget to hit the like if you've just joined. It really does help. Darren, you had to go in the Formula Junior yesterday. I thought someone was shooting. Yeah, the backfiring. All right, Darren, waiting on me. I had to do a bit of promo on the build-up, and then I decided it might get a bit warm in the studio, so I've put me shorts on. Thankfully, you only see from here up, so not too many people are going to get offended. And so I asked, what shall we do first? And MP has asked for Indy cars at Long Beach, and actually that's a really good start to this evening. I loaded the release candidate. When was it? When it first came out. So what we're talking about, just under a week ago, and I drove all the cars that have got the physics revision. So I drove all of the Formula Retro Gens 1 to 3, all the Formula Classics Gen 1 to 4, Formula Inter, Formula Ultimate Gen 2, the P1, all models, this car, the Formula USA 2023, and the Formula Junior. Out of all of those, my favourite is the Formula Junior. And I must admit, the physics and the tyre update is seemingly quite subtle, but has worked to treat, my opinion. And they're still doing final tweaks before they make this particular version, which is down at the bottom of the screen. So 1.4.8.1. So I believe it's going to come out possibly this weekend as a public release, so everybody will be on the same. So yeah, my thoughts, maybe we'll run through my thoughts on the other cars that have been affected. I had a few early issues because they patched it about a day or two after the initial release. And initially the AI was a little bit rapid, shall we say, and I think it's calmed a little bit now. But there was a comment in the release notes for this version that the AI have had some kind of update where they'll be closer to your pace, so I'm not quite sure what's working behind the scenes there to make it closer. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some fun. Bob Gates, hello sir. Oh, how yeah, IndyCar. Bumpy Beach. Let me know that the game sound's working if you get a chance, somebody please. Loki. I haven't got my glasses. Have any of you compared the IndyCar mod to Risers? I haven't. I think there's a couple who normally come into these lobbies that may have, so they may be able to give you an answer. Are you joining us tonight, Loki? You thought the mod was much better. I can't comment on that. I haven't tried the mod. However, I will say that I'm quite happy with this. It's so stable compared to the earlier versions. However, they may change with the physics and the tyre update. Hopefully by the weekend everybody will be on the same. Bob Gates, I didn't try, so no knowledge. No, the same as me. MP starting on time. I weren't far off. There is when I hit start, there is about 30-second delay. Bill, good afternoon, evening to you, sir. I forgot to ask you on Tuesday, the weekend, did you manage to tan your legs? Because I saw a picture of you holidaying and relaxing with a glass in your hand on Discord. Christopher Pope, good evening to you. Hope it all is well. Yeah, I've been frustrated this week trying to get a cooler to fit my case, and it turns out that I stripped it down. I put that CPU housing in there and reseated it and everything, and it did make a difference, but nowhere near enough. And then whilst doing that, I was looking at how much effort it would be to replace the fan cooler on the CPU, and it turns out there's no window on the back of the case. So for me to change to something a little bit exotic, I'd have to change the back plate, which means the whole lot's got to come out. And I just kind of... So I nearly got the Dremel out and cut my own window in the back of the case. I just don't like the idea of metal filings flying everywhere. Your blind drifter. Yes, how is everybody? Let me know in the comments how everybody's doing. I think a few of you have got some hearts. I keep seeing hearts floating by. Oh, there we go. Darren Whitehouse. You've got to roll back in a bit, Matt, as I couldn't practice with C-Class on art. Oh, for tomorrow's championship with OlderDrive, yeah, I'll have to do that later. I'm not sure whether I'm going to make it for the first race if I've got to tear down the PC. We'll see when this cooler turns up. Christopher Pope, hi Darren, another night of starting at your rear again. Until you... Yes, Christopher, a dark horse Darren, aka Dave, known by a few as Dave. Yeah, he's getting quick. He's been doing a lot of practicing and he's getting quick. Christopher Pope, all good on YouTube. Thank you so much. Bill, you sound just like me. It's such a rarity that my legs see daylight. It reflects most of the UV back, so it doesn't. I don't tan very well on the legs. I get good t-shirts suntan. That's a Stereophonic song, isn't it? T-shirt suntan. I like the Stereophonics. Good band. Not quite under thumb. You are quick too. Oh, I think we're revving up for battles tonight. Right, I better do some rotation because I haven't driven this version. The other thing as well, everybody, is for anything you've driven before, in the game, you will have to do a reset on the setups. Otherwise you get some weird handling issues. So that's the hint for tonight. Let's just check. I think there were some other bits that felt slightly different as well. How bumpy is the track out for everybody? We better do a temporary save, just in case we've still got the bug. Oh, hello car. Bob, we're running the release candidate. If you don't know how to get hold of it, let us know and we'll do a very quick walkthrough. Wow, this is bumpy. It's free to download, and anybody can download it that's paid for the game. So if you're unsure, let me know and I'll put it up on screen, and we'll do a very quick tape. To actually request it and do it takes seconds, but the download, depending on your internet speed, may take a while. I forgot there was a screen in front of me, and I've just seen a reflection of a light in the window. It's nice not having the halo down the centre of the car. And the hybrid boost, how does that work? Is it available all the time, or the grip is so much better? You definitely know when the tail's swinging out. That is really nice. You're on release candidate. I'm not sure. You should be able to see it. You may have to restart the game, I suppose, and try again. That goes for anybody else who's watching on stream. If you want to see how to get the release candidate, if you don't happen to know, don't be shy, just ask. Not everybody knows how to get hold of it. Absolutely. Oh, I remember what I did. I drove this as a test at Road America. Absolutely fantastic. Uh-oh. Good job I left damage off. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome along. If you haven't already, please consider hitting that like button. It really does help. Let me know how you get on, Bob. It's frustrating that if you can't get into the lobby. Anybody else struggling to get in the lobby? Rocco, hello, welcome along. How are you? Oi, Matt, are you enjoying our brilliant new toy? Absolutely. It's I did drive it when it first came out, and there's a few little issues. Nothing major, I'm not complaining, and the physics and the tyres all feel fantastic. There's a definite improvement, but I also love how subtle some of them feel. Just wait for this car to come past. And obviously this Indy 23 car is free to drive whilst it's in release candidate. And then it'll be DLC, and I'll definitely be, I think I may have that DLC that it's included in, I'm not sure. But I'll definitely be spending a little bit of money, don't tell the wife. With the new tyre sidewall, I think there's something to do with the sidewall as well as the contact patch. But there's introduced a slight bounce, and if I remember, about 18 months ago there was a slight bounce that was really exaggerated, so not a slight bounce. Cold tyres. However, it's not far off now. Come on, pick up. And my favourite out of the bunch so far is the Formula Junior. What a delightful little car to play with that is. It kind of reminds me of a little bit like the Caterhams, where you can do anything you want with them to a degree without killing yourself. However, because it's that rear-mounted engine, just a different appeal. Ah, well, that was going to happen. If you bounce over curves like that, you're going to spin. Oh, wait for this guy to come round. Who's that? MP on his travels. So yeah, you're joining us, Rocco. Don't forget to hit the like if you haven't already. Really appreciate that. Let's see if we can get more likes than views by the end of the stream. That'd be a joyous occasion. Nonny Rat, hello, how are you? Oh, this is so bumpy. But very realistic. Did you say how bumpy it was at Detroit? Wow, I'm struggling now, aren't I? Oh, I'm in the wrong place for these people coming round. I'm trying to get out of the way. Can't see. No, you won't be able to see the lobby until you've got the release candidate. Average Mike. Hello, not so average Mike. You're struggling to get in? Well, that's because I can't drive. Can't drive now. You have real life responsibilities. Well, they are far more important. So don't worry. Hope you can maybe join later. Not only tyres, it's also new suspension and airflow over the wings and undercarriage. Oh, I didn't know about the aero. I was aware of the physics on the suspension and the tyres. Jonathan, trying to figure out how to do the preview. Right, let me just continue that a second. How long have we got? If I do this... Right, I'm hoping if I put this view on, and if you go up to your Automobilista 2, right mouse, properties, and then betas, oh, I don't think you're going to see because of that. Let me just see if I can move. No, oh, I can. There we go. And then when you're in betas, if you do the drop down list and you click on release candidate, and it'll start downloading it for you, Jonathan. So it just depends on your internet connection. Then it is quite beefy. Bit like me. Oh, thank you for all the likes. Thank you for catching up. Right, where did we get to? 6 laps. Rocco, no worries. I hope you have a decent day at work, shall we say. Thanks for popping by the way, and saying hi. Oh, why am I at the front? I'm going to crash. You saw what I was doing in practice. Oh, I've done it straight away. Oh, here we go. Bill's in the house. He's been on his holidays. He's changed the colour of his legs from very white to not so very white, because he had his legs out on the photo I saw. And he's finding an interesting racing line into that corner. I know what I need. I need more rear bias to the rear. Did anybody answer me in chat about the hybrid boost button? Let's press it and see what happens. It's not going to happen until after the first lap, is it? Oh. Oh. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if anybody saw the highlights of the Indy at Detroit, which I believe is far more busy than this, bouncy and bumpy than this circuit, this looks very similar to what I saw on board. I tell you what, it might not be as brutal as some of the earlier Indy cars in the game. Oh, Bill, that's what I did in practice. But you've got to be so respectful of the bumps and the power delivery. I tell you what, this feels good. I know somebody mentioned that the mod version feels more stable, but I do recommend that you go and seek out the footage of the Detroit and watch some of the onboards. Oh, hello. Get round. Okay, Jonathan, glad you got it. Bob Gates. Oh no, look what you've done, Bob. Yes, I'm blaming you, Bob, for that. You're not idiots. My only concern is if you look at the tyre wear already. Let me get out of this. The front tyres, I noticed when I was doing Road America that the tyre wear was so extreme. But then again, I haven't played with the tyre option, so but I haven't got accelerated tyre wear on, and you'd expect them to last the 6 laps. Oh, hello. Oh, he skips around over the bumps. Oh, it's so pleasant. Oh, I've overshot the corner. Oh, Loki's gone round. Yeah, you see, I read a load of comments, not necessarily about these particular cars, that you can catch the drifts a lot easier. Now, Bill Ockeye is not one for spinning. I occasionally do, but I span them 2 or 3 times in practice. And then we've had a couple of spinners in the race itself. The tyre sounds are nice. Oh, under the thumb's gone as well. And like I say, after watching that Detroit, they were spinning and bouncing all over the place, and you catch the wrong bump going into a corner like that and you're in the wall. Where you? Excellent. It's a blown wide open now. Can't stop. Can't stop. Bill's had another whoopsie. Tyres are suffering. Front tyres are really struggling now. Oh, oh, Bill, nearly. Right, I'll have to catch up with chat. Hang on. Isn't he nice, got you? So, yeah, I read that bit. Yeah, then I missed my breaking point. We need to try these again before the end of the evening at Road America. Oh, Bill. So bumpy. I respect the bumps. Oh. With my particular setup, not saying it's the best in the world, but you can definitely feel when you're skipping over those bumps and losing traction and turning. It feels so detailed. Oh, get round. You have to talk to the car, you have to be its friend, don't you? Whoa. The way you went round there then. And I've got a because I drove the GT3s after driving all of the new cars. Spent a whole day driving them all. And then I drove the GT3s, my go-to, which is the Mercedes AMG. And I think in this update there's a little tiny adjustment to some of the tyre model, but I don't think it's had the physics. I thought it might have just been placebo after driving all of these, that I could feel a slight difference in the carcass. Well done everybody. You need to let me know your thoughts on this car in YouTube comments. That lockup has really affected your front tyre wear, I know. Yeah, Kev. Hello Kev, sorry I didn't see that you popped in. How are you doing, Kevin? Let me have a quick sip, it's got warm in here already. Well, PC temps are currently at 85. I shouldn't have bothered buying that new cooler, should I? You just need a 14-inch desk fan, powerful one, blown straight into the case. Bob Gates did see the Indy race, it was good, yeah. Yeah, I love it when they... don't get me wrong, I've got more and more interested in the ovals since trying it on here. And once you've experienced it kind of in here and realise that then kind of speeds on an oval, it doesn't take much for it to all go horribly wrong, you suddenly realise, hang on, I need to watch it in real on the TV or the highlights. Those Indy guys always going so hard. Lots of overtaking on such a tight. Yeah, it was fantastic. And the battle for the lead, the lead for the last 5 laps or so, brilliant. The lockups burn away the tyres as well as create flat spots. These cars at Cleveland. Oh, that might be interesting. Kevin Barber, I've had trouble getting my bearings at Cleveland. Yeah, the best one is the nighttime race at Cleveland. It's even worse. What's the other airfield track? They've introduced lots more cones to guide you around the circuit. Bill Akai had no green left on the front tyre plus drive-through penalty for something. You was going very wide into turn 1. I think you was cutting over the exit lane to the pits. You've got to stay this side of that blue-grey line, whatever it is, I think. Jonathan did a quick time trial and wow, Long Beach is bumpy in these. Yeah, it certainly is. Kevin Barber, oh, you're repeating what I've just said. Pit lane turn 1, you need to stay left of the blue line. And so, yeah. Bill Akai, not a fast Formula fan at all. No, I know you're not, Bill. Right, what do we reckon we should do next? Shall we do the Formula Junior? Jonathan, you can no password. You can just join. It won't be a massive lobby tonight because we're on the candidate release. There's not many lobbies on there at the moment. Christopher Pope, just lost my virtual feeling. Oh, Chris, can we give some love to Christopher? If you've got the heart of it, there we go. Well done. Oh, I actually really enjoy that. What do we do next? So we go Formula Junior because I love these cars. Kevin M, appreciate you popping in. Really appreciate it. Can we give Kevin some hearts as well? Work is bonkers. It's not fair when everybody else is having fun. Monza Junior. Okay. Never saw that one coming. We need to do something fairly decent at brain's not working. Barcelona. The new track. Bill, okay, you can. You need to do it before 6:30. I might get shouted at. Formula Junior at Mons Junior. Oh, there's a tongue twister. This for me. Shall we go? There's a historic one, isn't there? That makes sense. A few hearts for Kevin because he's working, and for Rocco, who's had to go off to work as well. There, thank you. Hi, Kevin M. Smog isn't too bad. Yeah, you've got it quite bad, haven't you, because of them forest fires? You smashed the like, I do appreciate that, Kevin M. Jonathan, my understanding is the physics only applies to the Formula cars right now, correct? It applies to all of the Formula Retros, all of the Formula Classics, the Formula Inter, the Formula Ultimate Gen 2, which is the modern Formula 1 car, the Prototype 1s, all of them, Formula USA 23 that we've just done, and the Formula Junior, what we're just about to do. So I would like to try quite a few of those tonight, if we can. Christopher Pope. Hello, workaholic Kevin. Yeah. He's a grafter. Hats off to all the grafters in the world. My old man was a grafter. And my granddad was a grafter. And my great granddad. T1 is ugly here. Yeah, you've certainly got to have a knack, haven't you, around this turn one? But then the S is back onto the long straight, take a bit of a... Well, you know, it's a right-hander, isn't it? Oh, the lobby's filling up. I didn't think we'd have this many this evening. If you are interested, it's YouTube at SimRacersArms, no password, but you need the release candidate to join. If you're not sure how to do that, let me know in chat and we'll do another walkthrough. Bill, okay, Slipstream AMS2's Sunday Championship starts on the 18th, 6:45 British summertime. In Formula Juniors, all clean drivers welcome, 10 round, best 7 counts. See, that's upset me because I can't do it. I can't do weekends, unfortunately. Oh, I do love this car. The one thing that'll be interesting to see, because I think there's been a tiny little patch come out for these. I'll be interested to see if the rear tyres get cooked like they were on the initial release. Mind you, my driving style, well, I was enjoying myself that much, I was driving it wrong, basically. Oh, hello, somebody's... who's that, Christopher? I've come to say hello, Chris. Was that focused on what you was doing? I missed the break-ins. So... cold tyres, you have got to get these tyres warmed up, by the way, Chris. And it feels so much better once the tyres are warm. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you for all the likes. If you haven't already, please consider hitting the like and maybe even subscribing. That logo just caught my eye on that side of that building. Love the old signage, that SO sign's fantastic. And the Shell sign and the Champion sign and the FINA sign. Oh, I can't read the other one, it's in a cute angle. Golf in the mirror. And the Pirelli leaderboard. Oh. Somebody having issues on turn one. Oh, hello. No need for that, sir. Tell you what, this little 4-cylinder engine done half rev. I wonder what engine it was in these. I thought it was a crossflow at first, Ford crossflow type engine. I'm not so sure with the way it's revving. Can somebody look it up? So, well, if you're interested in Slipstream, unfortunately I haven't got a link down below, but if you search Slipstream on Facebook groups, you can get in touch with those guys there and they'll give you a link to get into the Discord. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, I don't know why I dropped to neutral. Tyres are still not quite up to 10. Let's give it some. I love the geometry changing on the suspension. Joseph just came home from some weekend show. Oh, that was a very long weekend, wasn't it? Delightful little car. I do think you need to change slightly before the 9,000 revs, I think, or non-9,000. I don't think you gain much by pushing it much past there, but the braking is really tricky on these old period tyres, as you can see ahead. Rat recovering from a bit of a missed braking zone, I think. Oh, that's straight up to me. Missed that. Le Mans this weekend, yeah. Actually, you've preempted one of my notes. Of course, we've had the announcement that there's an official Le Mans game coming out, Le Mans Ultimate. Did anybody see Champion Joe's YouTube coverage of it? Because anybody at Le Mans can go and jump on and have a go in its kind of alpha state, and his kind of feedback is that it feels as if it's being built exactly on RF2 engine, and if they've gone the lazy route, well, not lazy route, that's unfair, they've gone the easier route of not building it from the ground up, are we going to have a similar problem to AMS2 with some of the Project Cars 2 legacy issues? However, I do like the sound of all the cars and the classes that they're including. Cheeky little drift. Catching my drift. Or draft, I should say. Hook a wheel up on that. Oh, that worked a little bit. That was rally style hookage. So I drift these things way too much. Yeah, just before the 9,000, I think you've got to catch the gear change. You shouldn't drive these like this. You've got to be more balanced and smooth. And although I'm trying to keep the heat in the tyres at the moment. So what did we think of the Le Mans Ultimate that's been announced? Why am I flicking it in like that? Temptation. Hey Bill, what do you think of these? If the because I know you're not a massive fan of open wheelers, you like something with a bit more downforce, with a roof over the top. What do you think of these for the championship? Oh, hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome along. If you want to join in, you need the release candidate, and it's our usual Thursday night format where we do 10 minutes of practice and then we have a random grid start race, I should say. Oh, I lost all that time again down the turn 1. There's no password on the lobby tonight, and it's YouTube at SimRacersArms. Bill's having a bit of a sunbathe at the side of the track there again. Sun's out. He's missing the UV rays already. He's topping up his vitamin D. And so we all should as well. We all spend far too much time indoors as he sits indoors. Okay, Bill, you like them? Yeah, they're such a lovely balance between grip and power and balance and poise. And you can have loads of fun in them if you want. 4-wheel drift, proper old school, right up my street. And with the announcement of Le Mans Ultima, I'm guessing we're not having Le Mans in AMS2. Unless they go down the route of the Azure naming convention. I don't know whether I'll get away with that. Hello Impreza, welcome along. Feather in the throttle. That was better. Thank you for all the likes. If you haven't done so already, please consider hitting that like. It really does help the channel. Oh, I've just heard on my phone, I think the parcel's arrived. You're just going to have to bear with me. I'll just jump back to the pits while that's going on and let you watch somebody else going around. I'm out of puff. I've just raced. I'll just put that there. Hey, how about this? A bit of live unboxing. Weren't expecting that. Oh, this better work. From all the reviews, I think it should work. It's a double tower, twin fan, peerless assassin. So that's my task for tomorrow. But I've got to get this week's 3LC edited and in a position to be uploaded before I start tearing the PC down. Oh, I'm out of puff. Perfect timing there. Yep, couldn't believe my luck. How's the CPU holding up tonight? Joseph, it's been holding a steady 87. And that's because I've got a 12 or 14 inch powerful desk fan blowing not straight in the case, but into the case at an angle to try and get the heat onto the cool air directly onto the CPU and push it out of the case. And it does seem to have worked a little bit. We had a maximum temp of 97, so that's what that twin tower cooler's for. I was looking at AIO, but I haven't got a window on the back of the case to get a new backplate on, and all the AIOs, can't even say that, needed a new backplate. I'm hoping I can get away with not stripping it down for that. Good luck, everybody. Jonathan, oh no, starting in second. Weren't so bad, was it? OlderDrive, good evening, sir. How are you? Hi, Matt. Are you running the RC version of the game? Yes. I put it to a YouTube vote in the end. OlderDrive. And everybody wanted to try the new content, so about 2 or 3 people have had to do downloads to get into the game this evening, and they've not had an issue so far. And I'll have to roll back for tomorrow's championship with you. No, I'm currently at 87 degrees on the CPU. The GPU just sits at about 60 degrees no matter what the temperature is in air. And the highest the CPU has been at is 97 this evening, whereas on Tuesday night it was running 100 degrees the whole night. I was wishing my luck. Usual format, OlderDrive, just in the release candidate. Welcome to the stream. If you've just joined, thank you very much. Oh. That is lovely. That 4-wheel drift. Oh, I'm being pressurised now. Somebody's in the slipstream. Oh, Kalos knows where to go on this circuit. And actually, the stopping power is better than you think on this. That's just proven by Marcus VR. So they're just, well, I missed that wall lane, just baiting me into racing harder now and pushing the tyres too hard. Oh, it just dances around under brake in the rear end. You can feel a lift. Look at the dry shaft spinning coming out the gearbox as well. That is, oh, I love detail. Oh. I'm sorry. Let's have a closer look. Let's see if we can get closer. Oh, missed my braking point. Fully locked up. Commitments. Oh, Kalos. That was an accident. That was not skill coming past you at that point. Oh, VR's in the wall. Just missed him. Oh, it's going to be one of them nights. 3 wide. Kalos got a mega drive out of that corner. Mind you, me and Marcus had massive hiccup. Oh. Oh. I can't wait for this to be fully public release. Hopefully the weekend we can all of us enjoy it without having to mess about with different versions. Oh, what's going to happen here? I'll go early on the brakes. Well done, back marker. That was quite tricky. Oh, we got somebody wedged, absolutely wedged in the Armco there. Not sure who that was. Good point about yeah, having to roll back for the championship tomorrow. Luckily, if you've got a decent internet, it doesn't take too long. Stoner, hello, how are you? Good evening, sir. How's things? Are you joining us? There's plenty of room in the lobby because we're on the release candidate, so you may have to jump onto that in the beta section of Steam if you haven't already. Come on, car. Come on, car. I actually prefer this at Alton Park. But this track isn't bad, and we managed to kind of stay a bit together as well. All throwing it in a bit heavy. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to hit the like if you haven't already done so, and maybe even consider subscribing. We had quite a lot. Oh, hello. Oh, we're doing the old Scandi. Oh dear. Sorry, Marcus. The old Scandi flick, and he's managed to roll it. Oh, hello. Let's have a little look at some of the detail on these cars. Come back, I'm looking at you. Come back. I'm looking at, oh, nice little flamethrower coming out. There we go. Nice bit of detail. Oh, the OlderDrive crash at the end. Wow. Simon Hodge, hello, welcome along, sir. Yes, Simon, we're in the release candidate. So if you've got the time, download, go onto the beta in Steam and activate the release candidate and download that, and you'll see the lobby. There's plenty of room. Folk, hello Folk, how are you? Reset filters maybe. No, it's because we're on release candidate. If you're on the standard version of the game, you won't see the release candidate lobbies. Jonathan Burnham started second, somehow finished second. Marcus was good on the brake. He certainly was. I hadn't quite got the confidence to go on the brakes the way he was. Folk, I'll join these cars, Rock. Well, so far we've done the Indy 23s at Long Beach, and that was really good. A bit bumpy, but really good. And we've just done these at Monza. And I think what we shall do next, we shall do the Formula Inters, because they've also changed. And where shall we go in the Formula Inters, everybody? Somebody shout out a track. In the Formula Inters, what track shall we do these on? I can't find them. There we go. Stoner is in, and I would like to go back to the Indy cars. I want to do Indy at Road America, and I want to do the Formula Juniors at Alton Park a bit later once we've got a few more in the lobby. Oh crikey, there's a few in the lobby. Hello everybody. You filled that up quick. Silverstone. Shall we do one of the shorter national circuits? It's a little bit long, Silverstone. or Inter at Nürburgring GP. Watkins, oh, everybody shouting at me. Same cars at Alton Park would be nice. Shall we go? We'll go Formula Inter, and Nani Rat was first in with Silverstone. So we'll go to a shorter version of Silverstone. We'll go, is there a classic historic international? That's a bit twisty, isn't it, that one? Historic national. Yeah, we'll keep it short. We'll do that one. You're all throwing stuff in again. Into at Nürburgring GP. We can always come back to it. Richard, hello. How are you? Watkins. Yeah, I do like Watkins, Glenn. We need something slightly quicker. We've got a few quick cars to go through, so I think there's something more suitable for Watkins. Archive Bill, Brands or Alton. Top of my list as well, especially for them juniors. Jonathan, P1 would be fun. Yeah, we'll have the P1s, definitely will. Folk, an oval. An oval, actually. What could we do in the oval? Obviously, there's the Formula USA 23s. So I think there may be some space, because it looks like Marcus VR has left the session. Oh. You know when you get the old delivery, you can't help wanting to have a little nosy, can you? It's not possible, is it? It looks like it's come unscathed, which is a couple of slightly rounded corners. Let's have a little look. Unlock Chill Force here, eh? Oh, live unboxing. Wasn't on the cards. We don't need that. Well, we might do if we have to send it back. Here we go. There's the beast. Wasn't quite what I was planning. I was planning to go water cooled AIO. However, look at all them pipes. Oh, pipes. I didn't want chrome. But I had to have chrome because it was the only one they had on quick order. And two decent fans. They're supposed to be pretty good on this cooler as well, so that's my little task for tomorrow. There's no other bits and pieces in it. There might be in that box there. That's clever packaging. I like it when people do clever things. Let me get my fingers in there. That's all the mounting brackets and bits and pieces. That's all right, everything's there. Everything looks unscathed. Here's a question for you guys. Who's the worst delivery firm? We will name and shame. Amazon have always been pretty good for me. UPS have always been pretty good as well. The worst one I've ever had is Hermes, who used to be called somebody else, didn't they? Christopher Pope, that is my level of humour. Thank you so much. Well, sometimes you have to. Who we got in here anyway? Fabiano, regular. Joseph, of course. Radic. I think you've been before. Smudged Boy. Boltzmann. Bazzy Boy. I don't remember that name. Bob Gates, of course. Stoner. Kalos has been with us all night. GT86 man's in here. New Order's in here. Nonny Rat. John Hangover. That name kind of rings a bell. Christopher Under the Thumb. Flip Flops is in here. Impreza. Bill. NXY. Loki. And some weirdo right at the bottom. Right. Remember to hit your reset defaults if you've it's got any setups, because release candidate demands it. Otherwise you get some weird effects apparently. I still can't remember what car I was. I think it was one of the retros or classics I drove, and I had some weird handling issues. Right, let's just get out there and turn a couple of laps before we run out of time. Now, if I remember, the snap oversteer that you got when changing from third to second gear in these was really aggressive in the standard without a manual blip on the throttle. And when I tried these, it was in this version, it was nowhere near as bad, but obviously we've got to warm the tyres up. Actually, the grass looks different. Looks a little bit scorched in places. I didn't notice that before. We've got Fasters instead of Foster's advertising. Warming up my tyres. And the grass is starting to look like that by us. We've had it so dry. Hermes, yeah, oh, I've never had a parcel that hasn't had an issue. And bearing in mind, I think we've had 4 parcels over the last 5 years from Hermes since they changed their name. And they had the bravery to ask me for feedback, so I gave them feedback. I don't think they would have appreciated it. Well, CPU temps are staying nice and stable at the moment, and it's 25 degrees in the studio at the moment, and we've got a max temp on one of the cores of 93, so my current, well, oh, there's that change down snap. Tyres aren't quite warm enough to do that yet, and we need to remember a manual blip on the throttle. Oh, I've got to do something extra special for OlderDrive. I hope you're in a fun mood, OlderDrive. And I'll jump into Discord chat so you can abuse me in return. Might get some temps in there now. Watch out for Smudged Boy at the top. He's had a lot of experience in these cars, but I don't know about on this version. And he's a quick boy, not just a smudge boy. Mistime my blip. Thank you for all the likes. If you have access to it, on the side of the YouTube chat, there's some little hearts people have been clicking on this evening. Giving me a flutter. Oh, I can't drive this anymore. It'll come to me in a minute. This week's 3LC is not bad. I recorded it this morning. And it's quite a nice little challenge, to be honest. It's only 3 people on the leaderboard, so getting into the top 10 was quite easy. However, I think the times that I've set are going to be fairly competitive. Not quite sure what that gear change was all about. Let myself down again. Off the pace. Helps if you change gear at the right red point as well. I need a drink. Oh, hello. Oh, Joseph's pulling out all stops now. It's so close to the top with Bill. Smudge, Kalos, Hangover, NXY, New Order, all within a second. Great turn of speed, everybody. That was better. Look at the time I've gained as well. 2/10 in turn 1. Just need to carry that through and be smoother. That wasn't the idea. Very twitchy on the rear. momentum going, be soft on the steering. I reckon somebody's been getting a tow. There's some aero boys in here tonight, they've been tweaking. Nonny Rat, give me a tow. Another 4/10 to get find. Don't think I'm going to find that, not while I'm streaming. There's my excuse. Good job Kevin M's not around to hear it. The abuse that lad gives me, it's unbelievable. Deserved, unbelievable. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have kept teasing him when he keeps having to run off to do a meeting. I'm not trusting the braking again for some reason. I think it feels slightly different from the other version that I've been using for the last week. See, another excuse. Write it down, somebody. Is the stream running okay? I'm getting some buffer in my end. I've not got any warnings. So let me just pull over out of the way. Let's just check what's going on. Return to pit. Let's have a look at what other people are doing. Oh, it's tight at the top. Look at this at the top. Right, what's going on with the stream? Right, sorry everybody, I was just checking a few things. Okay, that seems okay now. So, right, let me just... So I think I'm going to not worry about that for now because the temp's seems fine. I'm not worry about that. Let's just go across here. Right, and we're back. How long before somebody notices? Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, if anybody's watching the stream, have you noticed a change in the last few minutes? This is for you, Pete. This is for you. So you can see where I am. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Here we go. So, the reason for my silly shirt game is, unfortunately, oh hello, over the last few championship races with OlderDrive, aka Petrolhead, on further back down the grid at the moment. Oh hello. We've had a few coming together, so I thought I'd wear this so he can see me, because I know he's got the stream on. Is it bright enough, everybody? Has YouTube chat stopped working, or is just everybody gone quiet? I'm so used to Andreas being in chat. When he's not here and chat's not moving, I suddenly think, has it broken? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for all the likes. Somebody at least hit the hearts again. Now the tyres are coming into the window. Slowly. We've got some fast boys behind, closing in. Bazzy boy. See if we can catch Bazzy boy. Oh, didn't want to do that. These cars, you can feel going really subtle understeer, oversteer. Jonathan, was it you? Oh, it's you. Is it? I can hear in Discord. They're all saying somebody's upside down. It's you. Yeah, I had a massive incident going into turn one, trying to avoid somebody who changed down to second too aggressively. We caught him up. That's right, there's some conversation going on Discord. I was getting hung up in that, so luckily somebody's taken over the conversation. You get a lovely bit of slipstream as well. Oh, he's got the back end going. Oh, hello. Can't you see me? Oh, I've completely missed the break in there, but we can still get round. Oh, slap on the wrist. Thank you, Darren. Oh, we're back in the groove. Back in the groove. Do you not like it, Darren? I'm going to have to turn that down. I'm getting distracted by the conversation. I do apologise, everybody in YouTube chat. I'm going to get another off track. See, there's that subtlety I was talking about. There's a softness to the tyres when you go over certain curbs as well. Yet there's still the detail when you hit a rough curb. And you can feel the tyres having a little bit of a shudder when they're understeer as well. I wore this for Pete. Darren, are you not driving because you don't like these cars, do you, Darren? Oh, new orders creeping closer. Oh, that curb. Oh, armfuls. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Where's he gone? I can't see him. There he is. Oh, final warning. Well, I was hoping to drop in the slipstream. There we go. It works. It works. Oh, he's closing the door. He left room. Well done, new order. Good awareness. Are you on triples, new order? Or are you on VR, or you on a single? Because that was good awareness, that was. Oh, I'm getting warm. Great racing. So where are we going next? Can I have a few hearts for the special t-shirt, please? I'm begging now. Oh, look at the popping and banging as well. Blah, 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 blah. Drifty. Not quite. Single. That was good awareness, that was, Richard. I had to have a good glance on the joystick to see where you were, but you seemed to know I was there going into the club corner. Right, what did we say? What did we say? What did we say? We said... oh, thank you. Right, we need to look at... Hi, Darren. Yeah. Discord chat. Have we got a request? I personally would like to try the all the cars that have got the new physics revisions. So it includes all the Formula Retros, Gen 1 to 3, Formula Classics, Gen 1 to 4, Formula Inters we've just done, the Formula Ultima Gen 2, which is the new Formula 1 car, Then there's the P1s, and we've done the Formula USA 23, which I wouldn't mind going back to at some point, and the Formula Juniors, which I don't mind going back to at some point because they're my favourite. But what do you want? What? Okie doke. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's really really pleasant. The only thing I've noticed in these Indy 23s is the front tyres absolutely get destroyed around Road America. They're not as bad as you think. They're not as brutal as the earlier Indy cars. They're more stable, but there's also a hybrid system on board, a push to pass. But I don't know the rules around that yet. I think you get 200. Yeah. Jonathan Burnham, the Discord I'm talking about is OlderDrive. If you look in the description down below, there's a link there that tells you all about OlderDrive. Yeah, it's free in the release candidate, but it'll be DLC when they release this version to the public, which may be this weekend. But it is a nice car. Yeah. The only other new car is the Formula Junior. But then we got no, that's the Formula Junior that we did at Monza not long ago is base content freebie, and we've got the track, haven't we? Got the Spanish track, Barcelona, which is quite a nice track as well. They've done a really good job on that. Yeah. Shall we go for the modern Formula 1 cars around that track, being they raced there last weekend? The only thing I noticed when I tested it is the tyres have got a slight squidginess and a bounce to them compared to previous version of the game, and I think that introduces some interesting things to think about when you're cornering. Pete, I've got a chap called Joseph Aberg. I think that's how you pronounce his surname. Yeah, he's got a pending request on Facebook, and he's from Sweden. And every time we've raced with him, we haven't had too bad pings, so I don't know whether you've seen his request. You haven't? Okie doke. There may be somebody else called Jonathan Burnham who's just checking out the link, I think. So after this, we got a few. It's just getting the Discord link out, isn't it? Because sometimes it goes out of date, doesn't it? If I remember. You know, sometimes you pick up a Discord link and you click on it and it says it's invalid because it's out of date. It's okay. I'm not sure. Joseph, in YouTube chat, can you just let us know how long ago that you put the request into Facebook to join OlderDrive, please? I'm just chatting with Pete. Oh. Yep. No, I think that's it. he was in Tuesday night, I think he was. Warming up the tyres. Oh, this car's rapid. Does he need to request again, does he? Joseph. Joseph, it's just been approved, I believe. I've just had an update off Discord, so you should be able to join Discord. We do encourage people to join into Discord chats whilst we're racing. We do have a bit of banter. So you're more than welcome to. It just helps with some of the championship races that we do as well. Currently the championship races are on a Friday, and another one should be coming soon on a Monday night, UK time. Admin are just catching up with all the requests on Facebook at the moment. Yeah, still here. Right, okay, I'll let them know now. Okie dokie, I'll let them know now. Cheers, Pete. So, update from admin is if you don't fill out all of the questions on the Facebook page, it cannot physically click on the accept, so you have to complete them all basically. Some more people trying to join, so we're going to have a nice lobby soon. If Joel is about to join, I think. Oh, this car. The tyres, they're so close to being spot on. You can feel a bit of squidge and loading up on the tyre. Oh, it's so clever how all that information can pass through, just through to the steering wheel. You've got the body roll, you've got the G-force, and then you've got this very subtle tyre squeeze, sidewall compression I should say. I can't even talk. Too like Road America. I'd love Road Atlanta. Oh, let me get out of the way. Right. Let me just park up here a second. P1 has got yes, Falk. We'll have a go at that. Sorted Joseph out. Stoner, I can turn left better than you. Oh, brilliant. I tell you what, when I finish a stream on a Tuesday and a Thursday, the missus have noticed since I've been streaming, which has been a few weeks now, that I've got that much energy. It takes me a good hour, 2 hours to come down, because you guys give me so much energy. Then I can't go to bed at normal time, and then I'm shattered when I wake up the next morning because I'm exhausted from all of this. So, that's not a complaint. Absolutely, thoroughly enjoy it. You guys give me so much energy. Jonathan Burnham, trying to find the Discord link in the description. It should be there. I did check before I went live. You're now accepted. So yeah, get into Discord. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 people in chat. Now I'm currently muted because it all gets very confusing while I'm talking to you guys, and them guys can hear me. Darren, I recommend that you try Long Beach if you think this is bumpy. Long Beach at the start of the evening was really bumpy. They're nice though, aren't they? With my setup, I can feel the introduction of a slight compression to the tyre, the sidewall on the tyres. I can feel it when it loads up into the corner. And I can also feel when it starts understeering. I don't know about you guys. So I don't know if anybody's got a spare few seconds in chat. Can somebody have a little look to see how the hybrid push to pass boost, whatever you want to call it, works in this particular car? It should follow the real life car, so you can either look up the Indy 23 spec or go on the Riser forum and search it there. But if somebody could let me know, I've got a bit of a memory of you get 200 seconds for the whole race after you start the second lap, I believe. I might be wrong. I do remember reading it somewhere way low. And you can feel the steering get heavy as the car loads up under aero, like you did with the other cars, but it feels different because the tyres are way low. The tyres are different. I don't like looking at concrete walls. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome along. Thank you for all the likes. Look, Tuesday stream we had all bouncing on the acceleration there. Tuesday night we had so many likes and so many subscribers. So thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for all the subscribers and all the likes and all the comments and all the direct messages and the extra special support that a few of you have done over the last week or so. Really appreciated, and that special support has gone into that cooler. And any special, I don't like talking about it, can you tell? Any special support will go straight back into the channel. So good through there. Wow. See if we can put a lap in. Okay, Jonathan, are you... Oh, look, my skid marks left before. Sorry, Jonathan, I got distracted by you. Discord chat, I had to turn them down. You've applied and it says EU and UK and you're in the US. Yeah, the main reason is because of the ping issues that we have sometimes. Hello, I've got nothing sympathy. Look at the tyre wear when you skid. Very distracted. It's very interesting, this car. However, if you're in the lobby tonight and we don't have ping issues, you can explain that either to me or to the admin that you've raced regular with us and we don't have ping issues. Really snappy. In tyres at 100 degrees, that's really snappy. And there's a chance that you'll be accepted in, as long as your ping isn't too bad. That handover was a bit abrupt. Joseph, wow, them flat sports. Spots operative. You type like I do, Joseph. Yes, they're... I love the detail in the cornering. So yeah. You did mention the stream. Okay, I'll have a quick word with the admin now. Hi, Pete. Are you in the middle of a lap? No. I got somebody called Jonathan Burnham. He said he's applied in the Facebook group, but he's based in the US, but he drives with us regular, so he doesn't think his ping is a problem. Shall I find out where he's... Jonathan, what's your AMS2 handle? Yeah. 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 Okie dokie. His AMS2 handle is Kalos. He's in qualified 11th at the moment. I'll let him know now over on the live stream. All right, Pete. Thank you, Pete. Yeah. He says he has. I'll just double check now. That's the one. Okay, doke. Cheers, Pete. I'll let him know. Cheers, Pete. Hi, Jonathan. Good news. You've been accepted in. It's just been approved. And the only request is you need to join in the voice chat when you join any sessions. And if you do have mega ping issues that causes disruption, you may be asked to either drop to the very back or leave that particular session. Martin, hello. How are you, Scuderia Condor? Hey guys, I'm Matt. Sadly, I won't have access to my sim rig for the whole summer. Oh no! So I won't be able to join you guys, but we'll try and hang out with you. Oh, I appreciate that. I hope it's for a good reason that you can't access your sim rig. I hope it's nothing too... You don't have to tell us. I just hope that it's a good reason. Be great to have you along. Keep chatting to us. Stoner, yes, Joseph, I agree. I've been getting back into R-Factor. Oh, hang on, have I missed some chat? So sorry. Almost like R-Factor 2. Well, ironically, the custom force feedback file I run is kind of aimed towards R-Factor. But R-Factor 2, I can't explain what the difference is. AMS2 gives you that extra level of road detail, I think, compared to R-Factor 2. R-Factor 2 is stunning for body roll and suspension and G-force, but it just feels disconnected. Whereas I feel with my setup, this is the most detailed and connected force feedback so far. What we got? Right. 8/10 up and spun out. Yep, easily done. Yeah, he's having special communication through the riser to make sure that even in a random grid, he gets up there. It's what these dark horses do, isn't it, Dave? Isn't it, Dave? So we have a little bit of a tease in Discord chat. Right, this I'm looking forward. I'm hoping we have it clean. Nice steady racing, everybody. Wow. Loads of battling going on behind. Oh, hello. Oh, it's spectacular behind. Good job I was on the outside. Carnage. Turn 1. I did say I was hoping for a clean one. We nearly got it. The brakes felt different as well. Wow, what's going on with it? I need to think about these brakes now. It didn't really hit me when we were at Long Beach because it was so bumpy, but well, that was going to happen. How did I get away? Look at the state of my front left tyre. Oh, it's rapid. There's some real banter going on Discord at the moment. It's making me laugh. Who's this coming rapid? Marcus VR, he's come back. Side by side, turn 1, wow! This is awesome racing. Well done, Marcus VR. What a drive that was. What an overtake, well done. Don't forget your push to pass, just in case you forgot. I think you... No. I think you get about 200 seconds of the hybrid power throughout the whole race, I think. I've got no front left. So rapid. The detail. Just hit the limiter. I need a bit more rear bias, I think. Change it on the start finish straight. Try that. Oh! R-Factor 2 is more tyre fill, not so much road. Yeah. And it kind of that kind of leans into the feeling you get through force feedback for the chassis and suspension as well. Martin, it's for a good reason you're visiting your parents for most of the summer. There you go. I'm so glad it was for a good reason. Yes, Pete. It's not like the Copper Montanas. So press and hold the overtake button, or hybrid button, or curves button, whatever you want to call it. Just press and hold. Oh, look at this. That front tyre might not last the race. I bet you can't wait to see the parents. I hope you have a wonderful summer. Kevin Barber. It's not my Discord, it's for OlderDrive. I will have a Discord soon. It's probably going to take another few weeks. Hello, Stoner. Whoa, you do go past people quickly when they're stationary. The link should be down below in the description of this Discord. If you can't see, you may have to go to an older one to see the description, but it should be in this description. It's a bit further down in the description. Joseph, phone call. Is that you, or you've heard my phone going? Look at the front there. I think that was because of the few lockups I had in the first 2 laps. Because the other tyres seem to have relatively normal wear. But in Pretzer and Marcus VR, running away. Oh, there's a flat spot that keeps catching as well. It's getting worse. Oh, I can see second place, man. Yeah, that rear bias has made all the difference. Hope you're answering it hands-free, Joseph. Let me just have a quick chat on Discord. Somebody's having a few issues. Hi Joel, what's happening with it? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's not one of. Hang on, I did see somebody mention about VR. What did they say? Have you verified and all that? Have you done a restart since you've rolled back? Uploaded the, downloaded the release candidate? Yeah, sometimes I've had a few people having to restart. Yeah, alright. This car is wonderful. Not what the updates have done, and the 2 brand new cars, one of which we're driving now, has made the Formula Interfil not feel as good as I thought it was. I hope that makes sense. You've killed it, have you? Oh, sorry, MP, I didn't see you there. That front left is dying. So I've used up all of my boost. I'm trying to leave room. Come on, MP. Oh. What do you think of these cars, MP? I think they're fabulous cars. I've got no boost left. Oh, he's got boost left. Was later and braver on the brakes. Oh, well done, MP. I'm enjoying this now. You're going to absolutely annihilate me down this straight, though. Oh, where am I? Where am I going? Come on. Yes. I'll give you the inside. Oh. Oh. Oh, side by side. Oh, somebody's catching us as well. Stoner joining in. Here we go. Ah. So ragged. Oh, I've got no front left. feels so nice. Yeah, everybody's complaining about front left. This car, when it's at speed, loads up with aero and it's so planted. We go defensive. Oh, he's so late on the brakes. I'm struggling with my front left. Stoner's coming to get greedy. He's coming to snatch it away from me. I've lost the podium. Understeer. Stay on, stay on. There's a real battle now. I'm going to keep them behind me. Oh dear. Oh, well done, guys. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Stoner Boltzman. Under the thumb. That was brilliant. Oh, you guys make me giggle. That was such fun. What a battle at the end there. Wow. Joseph, I'll have to take your word for it. I'm not in a position to try any of the mods just at the moment. I do desperately want to. I've got to get my PC sorted first. Well, that was fun. Yeah, I did say that the front tyres suffered on this circuit. It may be, because I'm not sure of the tyre options, there may be a different tyre that you may need to choose. Yeah. So. Oh, hi Joel. Are you back with us, are you? It could be full. People sometimes jump out. If I pick a really horrible track and car combination, it may make people leave. What can we pick? Aren't we naughty? Hang on, let's have a look. People can shout at me in YouTube chat. Let's see what. And then if we pick something like shall we choose something ridiculous to go around here? What might put them off? You see, I've fixed it as the same car as well. So if I pick the right car, if we go something like that, will it make anybody leave? Oh, there we go. One's left. You might be able to get in now, Joel. Oh, impressive. He's one of our regulars. Oh, another one's left. Another one's left. He's so naughty. Are you in? Right, let's change circuit. So naughty. People can shout at me. Oh no. Oh, don't leave, people. Don't everybody leave. I've changed the track again now. Richard, come back. I just wanted to get one of our regulars in. Formula Retro. Hi, Kalos. Yeah, brilliant racing, everybody. Right, let me concentrate here. Formula Retro. Let's go for one of these. What shall we go for? No, we'll try these. Yeah. Discord link is on Facebook group. Yeah. You should have been accepted, by the way. You had no hybrid boost. Yeah, you have to map it, Jonathan, in the settings. MP absolutely love it. Yeah, I could tell with the way you was harrying me. Paul Noble, good evening. Paul, you don't have to apologise. I said it before. Just so pleased that you popped in to say hi. How's your daughter getting on? Has she recovered from her uni celebrations? Christopher, 20 laps of Nords. Gee, I'm naughty. Tell me off. That was really nasty. Whoever was in the lobby and has left because of what I just did, you have every right to give me grief in the chat. I'm sorry. It's so naughty. Right, let's see what we got here. Don't forget to reset. Don't forget to reset your setups. It can interfere apparently. You need to do a reset to defaults and then adjust back again. I'm just going to leave it as default for now. You could feel it. You could feel them before, but they were harsher, weren't they? What wheelbase are you on, Pete? I've forgotten. A DD. Are you running the default or default plus in the game regarding default? Yeah, you might. I'm in the middle of doing a video regarding a custom file, and it's the famously rude worded one. It sounds like R Factor, but with a U in it. Yeah. I can't say it on stream in case I get chucked off. Well, I probably can now. Actually, I think the limits are you can't swear in the first so many minutes. I think they said it was. Oh, hello. I'm spinning on cold tyres here. So yeah, I'm going to get that video out, and you may want to try this custom force feedback. So it's probably going to be the end of next week before I get the video done. It's worth an experiment. Yeah, it's an odd one to me as well, because they're just words at the end of the day. I know the meaning behind the word is something else, but it's just a word. It's not actually doing any damage to anybody, is it? Oh. Yeah, because you've got an unusual... Isn't it you that have got an unusual phrase regarding cancer that is known as the worst phrase? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That drift through there. We're not on fully worn tyres yet. All Noble, she's good. Excellent. Sorry, I was catching up with Discord and trying to balance this, this car. Average Mike, amazing race to watch at Road America. Yeah, lovely. And to drive it feels really interesting. There's a lot of subtle complexities to the tyres in this version. You soon get used to it and like learn to just not notice it and drive it, but at the moment, and on this car as well, because they've got great big fat sidewalls on these Formula tyres, and you can feel not just the suspension movement that you can see, but you can feel the tyre compress and maybe I'm making it up, but a few guys on Discord have just agreed with the tyre sidewall compression, and Rocco was hinting to it earlier when he joined us. Look at average Mike. Shows he's not just average. He can multitask. He can play Minecraft with his daughter and watch us being idiots. Thank you for all the likes. Let's see if we can get more likes than watchers by the end of the stream. And let's see if we can get this car turning. See, that was interesting as well, because the suspension loaded up as I turned in, but then you felt the tyre squidge and pull. That is really clever. Paul Noble, evening OlderDriver. OlderDrive guys, I should say. I can't read. Andreas, hello. How are you? We missed you this evening. I'm glad you've joined us. SimRacersArms versus Chat Reader's Head. We're driving, Andreas, it's like the open public beta for the new physics and new tyre models, and also the new aero model. And the difference is, at first feel really, well, they are really subtle, but are making a big difference to a lot of the cars. And you've missed a couple of absolute cracking cars. There's a little classic Formula Junior, and then we've got at the moment it's free to everybody. Oh, hello. The Formula USA 23 car, which they've had to slightly modify the body, but it's still based on the actual one they were supposed to release officially Christmas. Average one. Oh, through there. You can feel the tyres. So nice. And from what I can make out, this version may be released as a full public release this weekend. Half a second up, you need to be quicker. This is a lovely update that they're bringing out, and we're going to go next to Barcelona, and we're going to go in the modern Formula 1 cars. Barcelona is brand new track, free to the base game. Oh, hello. See, the twitch was softer, but it still twitched the same. That is really, I can't explain that one. And it picked the front wheel up. It's so fascinating how this force feedback works. So intriguing. Just the tyres are slowly coming up to temperature. It's so nice. I'm not going to say blown away, but I am. He's put a smile on my face again. It's so close to being spot on now. I just think the tyre slip amount has to just change slightly. They should we shouldn't be slipping around quite as much. And it's only small, it's probably 5%, 10%. It's so close now. But I reckon the full-blown physics update for all cars in the game is going to come out hopefully by the end of June, where every single car will get the treatment that these cars have had. And it's just very, very, very pleasant indeed. It's not me, the AI took over. By the way, I said that the BT Fun car was just visual last stream. I've tried just standing still and revving the car. Suspension compresses almost 2 inches average. Oh. Brilliant. Average Mike. Kevin M, you're back. We are on release candidate. Yes, we are indeed. And I think I've just said, I think your message came in, but it's it's subtle, but you know the difference. The tyres. So it's tyres, suspension and aero. And it's across all of Formula Retros, what we're in now, all of the Formula Classics, Formula Inters, which we drove before, Formula Ultimate Gen 2, which is the modern Formula 1 car, which we're going to drive next, the P1 prototypes, all of the models. We've got a brand new car, which includes the brand new physics, which is the Formula USA 23, which we've driven twice tonight, once at Long Beach and once at Road America, both brilliant. And Formula Junior, which is close to, it's really difficult because the Formula, well, the Indy 23 car is really nice, but it kills its front tyres. But that's just because I'm on the softs, I think. Thank you for the hearts, you'll make me blush. Welcome to the stream, everybody. All the likes are getting close. We need more likes than viewers. That's what we're aiming for. So if you haven't already, please hit that like button. If you've got time between the next sessions, I'd love to see your latencies. I don't dare using R-Factor FFB. Oh, makes it hard to drive other game sims. Average Mike. Oh, I see what you mean when you switch back again. Yeah, I drove Race Room the other night. I can't remember which day it was. Interestingly, I tested R-Factor, Race Room, Dirt Rally 2, and none of them batter my CPU like AMS2. So bear that in mind. And I've throttled my frames, FPS to 100 frames per second at the moment. We're just about staying on top of our temps now. There's a big conversation going on Discord at the moment about the update. Kevin M, release candidate tempts you to push them more. Oh, how do I explain? For me, with my setup, using the custom force feedback file, you feel the suspension load up as you turn, but then you feel the compression of the sidewall and the pull, and then as soon as you start understeer, you get a bit of a bounce, a skitty kind of. It's so tough to. Here we go. Concentrate. Oh, the famous torque steer on the big fat tyres, old tyres. And you can feel that inside front wheel lifting as well. That's what I get. This is the problem again, isn't it? We say this nearly every stream. It's so subjective, down to your... Oh, didn't want to do that. I'm trying to blow the engine up. See, that feels the same as the previous version. It's really hard to explain. Very clever. I haven't driven it enough to decide whether it tempts you to push harder. You have to focus a little bit more on your throttle inputs, I think. Oh, but it's like, how do you explain that turning then? You had understeer and then the tyre wall kind of pulled under and then gripped, and you knew when I knew when to pull off the back off the throttle really quickly. But there you can feel every tiny little skip and skid across the tarmac. That was me being greedy on the throttle. I thought being in third would reduce the amount of push. But I was obviously just in Sutton bloody past. Let's have a little race against GT86, man. Set it up. Understeer. You know sooner when the understeer's ending in this car just. And this Brabham is slightly better on handling compared to some of the others in its class. Oh, we both got in deep. I had to stand on the brakes really late. Oh, hello. Oh. Bear with me 2 seconds, Andreas. I think I know what I have got that switch turned on. But when I put it on screen, I'll put it on now. See if we can get to the button. I don't know whether it will come up. Oh, is it coming up on screen now? Top left. We may have a performance hit. Is that the one you was talking about, Andreas? I don't know whether you can see it. And the brakes feel different as well. And I can't explain them yet. I haven't quite experienced it enough to understand with the brakes. But you can. It seems to be more responsive on the subtlety of lifting off. So heavy on the brakes there, and they're just varying the brakes. It seems better. GT Nismo, hello sir. If you're trying to get in, we're on release candidate, and I think the lobby's been full all night again, so you may have to wait patiently for somebody to leave. How are you, GT Nismo? Oh, hello. Stayed on the brake way too long. Probably need a bit more rear bias to give the truth, you know. Too far on the brakes. Now you would have lost it. If I was in the previous version, you definitely would have lost it there. Where I had that much information, I knew when to come off the brake. Oh, at the last second. Hello. Hello, Waylon. Nice to see your rear. I need to get a stick shift. It's no good. These cars, you gotta be stick shifting and heel and toeing to get the most enjoyment out of them. See, that's quite naughty what I'm doing there. I'm staying on the brakes and letting it tip before I come off, and they shoot into the corner. Oh, I've got some swearing going on. So smash the like button, everybody. We need more likes than viewers tonight at the end of the stream. That's what we need. Kevin, yes, I'm on. See, everybody's going to shout at me now, and you're more than welcome to tell me off. I've got triple screens, but I haven't had them set up for a couple of months now. because things keep happening to me, which stops me setting them back up again properly. Get off the grass. Look at the size of the tyres on these things. Big fat squidgy things. There you go, lovely. Ooh. Tip it in, front wheel lifts off the ground just a fraction. Lean it on the suspension, away we go. Setting up into those bends. Let's see if we can catch Joseph now. I don't think I'm going to because he's absolutely flying, but we'll give it a go. Helps if you change gear at the right time. Right, I'll catch up with chat in a second. I need to turn that off in a second because I'm getting a bit of stutter. Oh. Oh dear. I was supposed to be catching Joseph and having fun in turn 1. And like in that corner there where I was broadside and went back on the power and I was just below the power band, you could feel the tyres gripping before the power band came in and accelerated out. I must just be very imaginative all these things are actually happening. I can't quite work out what it is at the moment. Oh, another bollard. Oh, Joseph is catching second place, man. He's in second. Oh, cut the corner. Oh, gone wide. Glanced up to see who was in second. I can't see Waylock. Let me turn that off. Marcus VR, you are very rapid. Marcus VR, are you watching the stream? Say hi in chat if you are. I know you're in VR, but hopefully you can get a moment to say hi. Somebody's gone and ran the back of me, so... A little kiss. Thank you for the little kiss. Average mic, getting used to drive single screen again, although ultra super wide instead of VR. Too hot to drive. I can imagine. Andreas, average mic, it feels like driving instead of driving after. Exactly. I'm pretty sure I see latencies, that's why I'd recommend experimental features in the experience software. It's called NVIDIA Reflexes Overlay, where you see exact milliseconds. Yeah, I think I've got it toned down one, haven't I? You can have more than that on screen. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. Well, Andreas, just after the start of the stream, this turned up, so it was my only option to go for one of these in the end because of my case. So that'll be done tomorrow, but I've got some video editing to do in the morning first. That'll take most of the morning before I start getting elbows deep in PC components. Right, no, I thought we said we'd go for Barcelona and the new Formula One. Yeah, so we're going to go with that. Thank you. And we'll go for the version that they did the weekend. Yeah, I've never liked that chicane actually. Yeah, it's like an inconvenience. And now I can't find where they are. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Yes, Darren. No, in the video I'll show you that there's options for lots of different wheels. But you won't be able to have exactly the same as what I've got, because I've got a certain flavour of that custom force feedback done by a certain person. It'll all become clear. The video's kind of in process, but I've been distracted with a really hot CPU, so I've had to change the priorities. I did this combination when this update first came out, and my only thing I noticed is the tyres. There's a slight bounce to it, but see what you guys think. And I haven't quite got the hang of DRS and the electric side, the curves. That's it. Thank you for helping me out. My brain's frying at the moment. Yes. I think it is. I think that's... I didn't mean to. I meant to have it turned on. Yeah, it was only when I've been changing the fuel. It's only when you said it on in the last race that I suddenly realised that it might have been switched off. But so one thing less to worry about. Joseph, let me turn Discord down a bit. Joseph. Yes, it's definitely more tyre feel in these. Yeah. Andreas. Okay. Stoner, thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for chatting. Really appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed this evening trying this out. Thank you guys for saying goodbye. Really appreciate you doing that. Andreas, quick reactions. It's not as bad as it is in the previous version. In the previous version, the only way I can explain it is there's lack of flex in the tyre wall. So it feels like the tyres are overinflated, so everything feels really urgent and rapid. That's how it feels to me. Falk, I hate the halo in VR. It's the surely you can look round it in VR. Can't you lean your head to one side? But good racing up until now. I think you'll be. Have you done this already, Falk? In the release candidate, because the subtlety in the tyre and suspension changes has changed the way it goes, and this circuit's quite nice. Let's shut up waffling and get going. Let's just back this down. I don't know why I'm playing with fuel. We've just discussed that it's off. Right, let's have a little go. It is quick. Oh, can't hear anything now. Turn it down to a minute. Yeah, some nice racing again tonight. We've had a few little coming together, but we always do. You can't change gear quick enough. I did an interesting one as well. In fact, I might include the Discord guys. See that tyre, that little bounce? If you watch the guards, the carbon fibre guards over the tyre, see that vibration? You can actually feel that through the tyres. I think I've got my force feedback turned a little bit too low. I don't mind it. You can still feel everything. This one's a really awkward corner. Skip it. Oh, you couldn't have caught it in the last one. I mean, I was reacting really quick. Why did I slow down then? I thought I was going into the chicane. That's the problem there. Oh, we're in the dirt. Yay. Get out of the way quick. Look at all the dirt I've picked up on my tyres now. Right, clear the track. Oh. Let me just get my brain in gear with this car. And you can feel the switch from understeer to oversteer mid-corner as well. There. I just need to turn the force feedback up a little bit just to feel a bit more. I need about 20 gears in this to keep up with it. Big acceleration. Oh, we got Bill off. Oh, just about got away with that. I couldn't find my DRS button. Oh, we had an incident. Right, let me just stop and change my force feedback. Not quite strong enough. You notice that Falk has noticed that the changes. Feels much better, but can't put it into smart word like. If that's what I've been doing. Oh dear. Andreas. Many big streamers are saying the best things about MS2 right now. I think there will be people coming over from ACC. Yeah, if people want a bit of a break from the GT lock-in of ACC. I mean, we got... So, how many cars have we got? We got 165 cars now. Andreas, 100... Oh, hello. Have we got 121 subscribers? Thank you so much for subscribing this evening. So thankful for you to join and pop in and say hello. I've got my bright t-shirt on so everybody can see me and they don't crash into me. Hasn't worked so far. I think ACC fanboys might go to Rain Sport if anything. Average might... Yeah, it's going to be interesting, Rain Sport. People are getting frustrated with Rain Sport, looking at the Discord channel and the Twitter, etc. Because they keep saying they're not being transparent with... If they just said to everybody, look, the closed beta, we're only going to hand out drip feed. Be honest about it. Everybody go, be still frustrated, but everybody go, yeah, okay, fair enough. At least you've told us. But the fact that they said everybody sign up, so they got thousands of people to sign up, and we're going to share out all these keys. Half of them are going to be first come, first serve. The rest are going to be random. And then the pure lack of coverage on everywhere means that there's only like 10 or 15 keys being handed out. Now, I understand why you might want to limit it to get the feedback so you can improve things, but at least be upfront and honest about it. I think that people appreciate the honesty, don't they, at the end of the day? I mean, I'm wearing an honest t-shirt. Nothing has made me interested in me. You can't help not being interested. However, I think I said the last couple of streams, I'm so satisfied with what AMS2's delivering at the moment that it's the very reason why I haven't gone to ACC since 11 months ago. So, right, let me just have a quick chat with Discord whilst we're thinking about things. I did a Discord chat. I did an interesting combo where I did these and the Indy 23 cars, an offline race, and the F1 cars are a lot faster. However, if you really push the Indy car to its absolute limits, well, the limits of where I got to with it, you can just about keep up. But I found it an interesting combination. What do people think about these apart from everything happens so fast? Yeah, they do. I haven't made up my mind on the little banks that we've got on them. The bobbling down straights and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I want to feel road texture and undulation, but I don't know. I thought we got rid of porpoising out of these. Do they? Yeah, they did, you're right. Yeah, I remember now. Especially through the final term, wasn't it, if I remember? I like the fact that you can brake at almost the 50-metre board at the end of the start or finish straight once your tyres are up and running. That's remarkable that they stop that quick. Yeah. So, shall we do the P1s next? And if so, where do you want to go? What track do you fancy? Sorry, I didn't hear that. Oh, Watkins, okay, yep. Thank you, Pete. Oh my word. Stunning. Okay. Yeah. I agree with this. Christopher, Gamer Muscle has a video about Rensport FFB. He likes it as it's close to AC. His mistress. He does make me giggle sometimes. Average Mike, AMS2 is my go-to for all AI races and just now getting into multiplayer races. Being too scared, wrecking people, ruining. Yeah, Average Mike, it's one of them, isn't it? That in my early days, racing online with others, including Gamer Muscle, a little bit with Jardier, but I couldn't get into ACC. I'd always start from the back and see how far I could work my way through, and that gave me a bit more confidence in my own ability to be doing overtakes and being aware of people. But I'm desperate to get my triples back up and running because that'll make a lot of difference. Folk, I found that I only learned to drive safer when having the pressure not to crash real people. Can't respect AI somehow. Yeah, there is a challenge, isn't there? I do try and respect the AI when I race offline. Average Mike, I race way harder against. Yeah, well, you do. It's that. It's a little bit like you race a lot harder virtually than you do in real life because there's more to lose. Financially, especially if it's your own car. Not so bad if somebody's paying you to drive. I'd drive it hard then. Thank you so much for all the likes. Right. Don't have to worry about fuel or anything else. Absolutely, Kevin M. That's why I've been putting damage on recently. I haven't the last week and a half. But when we do password protected lobbies, then I put damage on, and it does make you think. Right, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be carnage. This random grid keeps putting me at the front. Here we go. Oh, I had to slight get away. Look at the gear. Oh! The gear. Oh! Ow. Somebody clipped me and put me in the wall, and then as I bounced back onto the track, I got walloped again. Luckily I let go of steering wheel. Well, it happened. It had to happen once tonight. Been very fortunate all night not to be involved in any of the incidents, but I quite like it when I'm in this, not a spinning position. That's not very nice, is it? Oh dear. I was just about to say, commentator's curse, Kevin M. Oh, flat spotted the tyres as well. I was going to say, I like chasing down the pack. Everything happens so fast in these cars that when there is an incident, oh, you can feel that bobbling across the tarmac understeer. Oh. Tiny one click on the rear bias brakes, brake bias. Oh, it's twitchy through there. It weren't like that in practice. Mind you, that rear tyre's hot. And I'm dealing with that horrible flat spot. Very subtle, mind you. Change gear quick enough, sir. Rear brake bias. Sorry guys, I'm concentrating on this, what this car's doing underneath me, and I want to catch the pack. I want you to see other cars going around, not just me. Oh, you can do that. And there was porpoising. Oh wow. Okay, 6 gear. Stay. Not quite in DRS yet. A blinking. Another regular. Oh, the reaction time. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, guys. Right, who's next on the hit list? The braking. Just before the 50-metre board. Oh, I forgot to turn my force feed back on. It'd be better with that turned up, that's for sure. Right, when I go a second, let's try that brake bias there. The fact that you can brake just before the 50-metre board, that you get it stopped and turned in. I think there's a bit more to be had. Ooh. Them tyres are getting toasty. Oh wow, okay, that is really interesting. We catch it. Sorry, I can't read at the moment. That is ridiculous. That is, in real life your eyeballs must nearly fall out of your head. Does anybody know what the G-forces are in the Formula 1 braking? Oh! You've got to spot your apexes so keenly. So much fun. Oh, this horrible hairpin. I thought we were going to catch somebody a bit quicker. Although we did have a few fall off. Oh. Look how warm them rear tyres are. Oh, stay out of the sand. Caught it. These lobbies are a great place to practice as well. Well, that's one of the reasons why we do it, to be honest. That's why we don't take it too serious. It's not a championship. It's get the randomizer up and running. We haven't used it tonight because we wanted to use the new cars or the affected cars. Oh, the tyres are on the way. Oh, that little lock up thing, you see this left front tyre just stopped rotating for a split second. Don't ask him to talk while he's doing 150 mile an hour around a bend. It's such a concentration level. If you get the last two corners in 6th gear, if you can manage it, you get porpoise in mid-corner. Yeah, it's quite remarkable. I don't know what else to say. I am so impressed with this update. Yeah, I'm suffering as well. And these cars just dance around, don't they? Oh, caught the oversteer. It's just the braking is phenomenal. Catching up with you, Kalos. No pressure. You shouldn't be able to brake at the 50-metre board. What is that? Is outrageous. Willow. Massive oversteer. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. $5G while braking, $2G on acceleration. Paul Noble, thank you very much. Yeah, your eyeballs are going to want to come out your head, aren't they, at that point? I don't know who just hit me, but I've just gone skyward. Yeah, obviously peak. Braking is awesome, but the tyres get eaten so much, a tiny bit of... Yeah. Yeah. Right, shall we do the P1s at Watkins Glen? Is that what we said? Alright, I need to have a drink after that. No worries. Just glad to have you on board. Alright. Where are we? Where are we? P1s. I don't know what to go for. I'll try that one tonight. So remember in the last stream I said that the Ginetta and the Chevrolet I thought were diesels. They are, and I think the others are petrol engines, aren't they? Oh, okay. So you got to have what I'm having. So what does anybody have a preference, or are you happy to give this one a try? Yeah, I left it on single choice, didn't I think. Yeah, on a Thursday we normally run the randomizer, don't we? And Pete wants us to all have the same car on a Thursday if we're running the randomizer. We'll do it without the bus stop, I think. Or do you want the bus stop? With the bus stop. Okay. You like the challenge. You like jumping over the curbs. Right. Why not? It's fun. Christopher Pope makes you appreciate Formula 1 drivers doing this. Yes, can you imagine? Well, it's the same as the Indy cars. 100 laps of Detroit. How bumpy was that track? 100 laps. Bouncing round. Joseph, this will do. It's going to have to now. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Being here tonight, you've really cheered me up. I've had not a stressful week. That's not the right phrase. I've had a frustrating week with my CPU. Luckily, I managed to pin it. And then tomorrow. Then tomorrow we'll be getting elbows deep in PC components. So, what do we think? We've done what? What have we done now? We've done nearly 3 hours. Nearly 3 hours. What do we think of this update? The guy, anybody in YouTube chat who's been doing release candidate, you've all heard me talking about it. So Joseph, Christopher, Falk, Paul. No, Paul, you're not driving, are you? MP. Put your thoughts into with your current setup. Put your thoughts into YouTube chat. Let everybody else know. People like Paul Noble and Mike and Kevin M, who aren't driving with us this evening. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, Christopher. The force feedback video has took me weeks to get kind of I don't script them out, but bullet pointed and then planned as to what I need to show when and all the rest of it. And that was supposed to have been done on Monday, but I just couldn't do it with the CPU issues. So it's been pushed back another week, maybe. I'm hoping by the end of next week I'll get it done. Christopher, you love it. Kevin M, you've driven it the last 3 nights, really like it. Yeah, I think somebody let me know that they found a bug in the tyre and physics, mainly in the tyres, and they managed to resolve it, and it kind of shows. But then they added on the extra layer of the actual physics of the car and the aero for some of the cars. Yes. Some of the tyre sounds are better, and I've noticed that some of the trackside objects are better, like some of the grass. I can't remember which circuit it was. I think it was Silverstone, set to middle of summer, and you know how the grass starts turning brown at the edges. It's now showing that, whereas before it was all green. Yeah, this track's got slight brown parts to it. Yeah. It wasn't like that before. Not that I remember, anyway. But I'm glad somebody else has mentioned it. I thought it was just me bigging it up too much. That's why I didn't want to say anything about it. Oh, and Dave as well. Oh, bus stop. Oh, I forgot. Do enjoy Watkins Glen. Sorry, did you say super lights? Yeah, the physic and tyre updates haven't reached the caterers yet, so they'll be the same. So I think it's possibly, don't quote me, this weekend we might get this version rolled out to everybody, and then the end of the month all of the cars will get this treatment. So end of June, maybe the beginning of July. That's the kind of little whisper I've heard. But you know what Riser's like, sometimes they add an extra week on. And yes, yeah, there'll be DLC probably this weekend, I think. So yeah, I can't remember which. I think it is the full American pack, yeah. Yeah, possibly as well, yeah. Oh, they did. Thanks for confirming that. These used to have this issue where they still do explain this. When the tyres lose grip, they skip a little bit across the tarmac. Previously, the tyres felt overinflated, like they were hard and doing it, but you still had grip. Now, you've got the tyre softness. So it'll still catch you out, but you can feel it doing it. It's so hard to put into words without each of you coming and sitting here and using my set. I hope I'm doing it justice. I hope it makes sense. Can anybody else put it into words in YouTube chat for me? Kevin M, you should be able to put it into words. Ah, these are lovely as well. What are they doing to us? Is it me, or do these feel really nice as well? Oh, we're spoilt. That softness of the tyre has made all the difference to these. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't make you drive any better. Did I not get off track? Let's have some hearts in chat for Riser. I think this is a really good sign, and they've already admitted that the changes that we see here haven't quite been fine-tuned yet. So hopefully they fine-tune it the right way. And you can't help talking like that, can you? After some of the things that have happened, some of it of their own doing, a lot of it is legacy issues from Project Cars 2, and we all admit that. However, driving tonight, I think there's going to be more emphasis on tyre temps as well, because there's talk of limited amounts of tyres per race if you have tyre changing in force. Oh, hello. At least it's removed some weight by taking some paint off. thank you for joining the stream. It's such a pleasure having you here. Thank you for popping in just to check us out. See if it's your first time here, welcome along. Many of the people in the chat are regulars. We're running the release candidate of Automobilista 2, which, if all things are to be believed, will go full public this weekend, maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, maybe it's already done it. Limited cars at the moment have got all these new tyre and physics and aero updates, but we've already seen a few other changes around the circuits as well. Some of the trackside bits and pieces look slightly different as well. Oh, there! Tiny lift on the throttle and back on it, really gentle, and it completely changed the understeer. I'm not driving quick enough. MP, it's interesting you say about the easy to control the slide. I think you, yes, as a broad answer, but I think it's more subtle, isn't it? You can still absolutely lose it. Like I lost the Indy car several times, I lost the Formula 1 car several times, nearly lost the little Formula Junior several times, but that's a skated little thing because of how light it is on those period tyres. But I think if you think back to all the streams I've done, and whenever, especially when I drive the Caterham, because I'm super critical of the Caterhams, because they are my kind of favourite. Oh! I keep saying that the like 10 or 15% not enough grip, so I'll be absolutely fascinated at the end of the month or beginning of July when 1.5 comes out and covers all vehicles to see what the Caterhams are. And if they improve like these have, right? If you remember earlier in the evening, I said that I still felt the Formula Retros are about 5%, 10% too slippy. But again, that's just me. Anybody else might drive it with their setup and say, no, it's perfect. But MP, if everything is easier to drive, my life is going to be made slightly easier. I'm going to have extra brain processing power to talk to you guys while I'm racing. But you know, in ACC, well, I haven't driven since the big update, 1.9 update, which I still need to do. But you know, in that, the cars feel fair. How do you explain it? The slip angle, the slip of the tyres and the stability of the car. But you can still have a big accident and lose it. Imagine that, but with loads of detail. That's where we're at in this update. Well, I just caught that great big slide and just about held it. But some cars tonight I've completely lost, so... But that information of understeer and... how do you explain it? Just a lot of the frustration. Oh, the hearts are coming in, thank you, making me blush. Yeah, Kevin, especially with these used to be disastrous, didn't they? They used to get so broadside, they spin you around. Darren, commentator's curse. I'm gonna have a graphic soon. I'm going to, whenever I say it or you say it, hopefully it'll come up and we'll have a little graphic coming up. Average Mike, Matt, if you want to drive good Caterhams now, go to AMS1. They feel amazing there. Yeah, average might win, was it? Oh, shame on me. I haven't booted up AMS1 for probably a year. And I did enjoy it, I must admit. Oh, I've got the hearts again, thank you. Paul Noble say good evening, Darren. Joseph, definitely more rubbery. Yeah. Well, that's a good term for it, but again, it's too broad, isn't it? There's a subtlety to it as well. Andrea, sorry for not responding. I had a haircut while watching. Luckily, nothing stupid happened to make you jump or react and end up with a ball part somewhere. I would have been in trouble then, wouldn't I? Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for all the likes. Darren Whitehouse says hello to Paul. So, yeah, hopefully, if this rolls out to everybody, Tuesday's stream should be lovely. Don't forget to ready up. Are you going to ready up, Mike? No, it's all right. You're going to run out of time otherwise. Average Mike, I need to leave. I have an early morning tomorrow. Okay, Mike, so great to have you in the stream and in chat. I'm rolling on the start. Okay, we'll go back to the old way of starting. No, still rolling. Why am I rolling? Oh, blinding start. No, it weren't. Gotta drive through. Oh, what are you like? Average Mike, I hope you have a good day. Oh, nearly at the back. Oh, here we go. Oh, on the brakes, the dip is not just in the suspension, it's in the tyres as well, the nose dipping. As it should be. And you get the feel for when you need to come off the brakes. That information is really... Oh, bad luck. Oh, too wide up the hill. It's going to be interesting on the exit. Gonna have to go wide. Got people on the inside. You can feel the... You're really clever. You could feel the sidewall in understeer vibrating. Just there. It's a... Yeah, I jumped the start. I said out loud off the start, what a great start, and then a split second later it come up, drive through. Talk about feeling deflated. Frustrating. I thought you were going to say you had a full course yellow and you decided to pass everybody twice. got some catching up to do now. I think people will find this version, this update, perfect for finding setups. The information, extra layer of information now, or 2 layers of information now, will help you fine-tune setups even further than people do at the moment. I've really got to get my force feedback video out. Need to dial out the understeer, you see, in this car. Very good. These are lovely now. They used to be a little bit too skittish, I think is the word. They stopped pretty good as well, although I got a little bit of a lock up then. Eye away. Getting mega understeer through the mid part of that. Right hander. Oh, locking up again. I need to back off my brake pressure for this one. And a little bit of rear bias I think is needed. Just to help that front lock up as well. Got his pace back. He must have had a bit of an incident or a off track or a slip. Oh, hello. Too greedy on the brakes and the tyre temps are climbing. Cheeky. I can't read chat at the moment, I will, honest. No, got that completely wrong. Not as wrong as eye away in front to hit the wall. Oh, I was off the turbo then. That feels nice through there. I don't know what to say. I think I've said all I can say about this. It's just my opinion. With my setup, it may be different for other people. That information over the curb as well. Andy Pitkin. Oh, they're having a battle. Stay clean, guys. Stay clean. And actually, the other thing I'll add is when I was locking up just, I felt the lock-up before the noise. And how clever is that? Oh, hello. Yikes. I thought there was going to be a gap there. Sorry whoever I hit. There's not much of a doorway. Kevin N, you've had to turn down force feedback. Yeah, I felt the gain was a lot higher. I turned it down at the settings level in the game and per car, and I got it a little bit light at the moment. It could go up another couple of percent, I think. Second gear for turn 1. A blinking slow down, a blinking. Oh, being soft on the steering, then it naturally open up. Andreas, you're going to have to shout at me because I keep doing some of these corners wrong. I did half read the one about the uphill turn, which is one of the frustrating ones for me and probably a lot of other people. What did you say? I've got to turn it more into a V. Oh, four wheels. Oh, under braking then. That's when you know you're on the limit. Stay. Wasn't good enough. Oh, missed my braking. Oh, we got a bit of teleportation there from a blinking. Everybody's gone quiet in my ears as well. On Discord, they're all concentrating. See, it told me to back out to the throttle. I was going to get it wrong. Lovely. Oh, we're going to have to run wide. Just about acceptable. So there you go. I don't think I can say anything else now. These cars, well, this update, and if they think they can improve it a little bit more. Throw it into there. Wrong gear. Oh, the other thing I meant to say, and I'm not paid to say it or sponsored by them or anything, but if you're in the UK, Palmer Motorsports, as in Jonathan Palmer, ex-Formula 1, Le Mans, etc., his company that own several racetracks around the UK, and they do track experiences, including some Formula 1 experience, I believe. I may get it wrong. They've got a 10% off their off-peak track times experiences, so it might be worth having a look at them through the summer. Oh, a blinking sidewards. Oh, we're closing in on the last lap. Are we going to get him on the last corner? It's going to be interesting. I'm going to dip to second, try and control the... spoilt it. Got all excited. So yeah, go and check out Palmer Motorsports. What for tomorrow? Yeah, it's gonna feel weird. What do we think, guys? In Discord chat, what do we think of them? I quite enjoyed them. Yeah, but this new tyre feel and. Yeah, I think you are. I think the end of the month when the full version gets rolled out across all the cars, I think that'll be a real tell as to how good everything is. Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. Return to the lobby. I can't catch up. They say you need strong force feedback because yes. Can see. Yeah. Force feedback. So, right. I would like, if you wouldn't mind, let me indulge myself. I think on park, and we're going to go back to these. It's good info, just there's more now. Yeah. Consider a very light carbon rim for lowered FFB to reduce the swing mass Yeah, that makes logical sense, Andreas. Darren, yes. Kevin, Andreas, basically you only need strong FFB because the rim has a certain weight. Yeah, everything makes perfect sense. Absolutely. And again, it comes down to the diameter of whatever rim you've got as well. Yeah, as long as you've got the strength force feedback to drive a heavy wheel, it doesn't matter, does it? Especially when you've got a DD base. Bob Gates, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the racing this evening. Please come back and join us again on Tuesday. Maybe try out the 3-lap challenge that's coming out on Saturday. It's a nice one. Nice one. Saturday, nice challenge. It's not weird or strange. It's just a nice challenge. Oh, excuse me, that's very rude of me, sorry. NP, will these physics come to every car, by the way? My understanding is that this weekend, the version that we're driving tonight will go public, or somewhere around this weekend. And then they're aiming for the end of June, the beginning of July, for version 1.5. And version 1.5 means all of what we've got in these cars that we've driven tonight will be rolled out across the board. That's my understanding of it from the releases. Oh no! Somebody's off. Classic cold tyre off at Alton Park. Slide it around a bit, gents. Get some heat in those tyres. Oh, I forgot it's the one without the chicane. Although I quite like the chicane in this little car. You can kind of bounce it a little bit over the edge of the curbs. Oh, I'm gonna go off. Nearly. Oh, I rescued it. A little bit surprised. I thought I was going across the grass. The grass is looking nice as well, and the trees are a bit different colour. Oh, that balance between understeer oversteer. Oh. Joseph, you think there's some loss in the force feedback, but don't know what. I think what you're explaining is that rubber, the tyre sidewall softness. I think that's what you're, depending on your setup obviously, I think that's what you're detecting. And I kind of thought that when I first loaded up this version. But now I've driven it for a good few hours with you guys this evening, I can definitely understand through my setup that it's tyre wall and contact area. But I don't feel I've lost anything now I understand what's happening. Killer Cantaloupe, not sure I've ever driven this car. Absolutely brand new Killer Cantaloupe, only in this version. It came out the weekend, just gone, and it's going to be free to everybody, this car, when they release this version to the public. Yeah, I think a few people are going to kind of explain it the way you have as well, Joseph, but I think you're going to have to play about your force feedback settings and dial it back into what you're looking for. Hello, we've had an incident. Which way? I didn't know which way to go. Oh, backfire. so lovely and delicate, and it's a nice little car. Don't blow the engine up. Yeah, Killer Cantaloupe, see how hard it is to explain something that you're feeling? It's a bit like colour, isn't it? I'm talking to somebody on the telephone and they say, well, I want a red one. And you say, well, what kind of red? Well, it's not dark and it's not light. Well, even if you say it's a mid kind of hue red, how do you explain a red over the phone? And it's again, it's a bit like this with my setup's different to yours, and then explaining what you're feeling. So numbness isn't a bad explanation from your setup point of view. And like I say, I kind of thought that a little bit, but now I've driven it for so many hours and understanding what it's doing, I managed to kind of put it into words that I think convey what's happening. Killer Cantaloupe, and you've got the T300 as well. Just want to know what a DD felt like in comparison. It comes down to the subtlety. Is this a good analogy or not? I don't know. Imagine rubbing your hand over sandpaper with thick leather gloves on. You can feel that it's rough and resistant, so that's kind of like a really low end wheel. Then a mid-range wheelbase, but that's getting a bit clouded as well now, isn't it? Because some DDs are classed as mid-range now. Imagine having latex gloves on, so you can definitely feel the texture. And then really high-end wheelbases, is with feeling it with no gloves on at all. That's kind of the simplest analogy I can give. Does that make sense to people out there? Because I was gonna get all fancy with the force feedback video and do it like an analogy video and compare it to, I don't know, say steak, for instance. So AMS2 is the kitchen. Then the custom force feedback file is the tools that go into making the steak and preparing the steak. And then the people who have done this fine-tuning of that particular force feedback file are adding their own particular little bit of salt and pepper and their little tiny nuances and dribbling the salt off the arm and all that. That's the only way I could really think about it. And I was quite excited to cook myself a steak in the process and use it as B-roll. But I'm not going in there because I haven't got time. Oh, why would you ever go down to first there? Oh, look at that four-wheel drift and you feel everything. Yeah, Killer Cantaloupe, it's one of those, isn't it? It's, like, if you can afford to, and that's the important thing, if you can afford to, you won't regret it. You talk to anybody who's gone down the same route. I went down the same route. And if you can afford it, you won't regret it. That's all I can say really. And then you choose which manufacturer you're going to go with. Are you going to stick with the same? Are you going to stick with Thrustmaster? If you've always been happy with Thrustmaster, just check out all the reviews. Make sure you do your homework. But it might even be a case that you do your homework and decide to go down the Moser route, Fanatec. It's one of those. It's if I was looking now without going down the Fanatec route, I'll probably be looking at Moser for some reason. Something about what they're doing interests me. But do your homework. Ask people in chat. What would they do? But the priority is make sure you can afford it. I know it sounds obvious, but sometimes people get carried away and then they put themselves into difficulty, so make sure you can afford it first. And then do your homework. I'm more than happy with my DD. CSL DD hasn't let me down. I haven't even looked at how many hours it's done. Never gets hot. It's been dialed in now for AMS2 and Race Room. R Factor 2 needs a bit more playing with it. It's not quite there for R Factor 2. And ACC probably needs a bit more work now. They've brought that 1.9 update out. But as a base unit, this is a delightful car. I don't know what else to say. Oh. Knew exactly how close I was to that white line then. Just lovely. Andreas, most people's DD I tried I didn't like at all coming from the T300 because it felt way too damp and smooth out. And again, it's down to dialing it in, isn't it? And the advice that's out there and who you follow. For Fanatec and a DD, Mike from SimRacing604, his force feedback video. Just follow what he's done. And they don't copy his settings, but follow what he does for your Fanatec DD, and you'll get it dialed in to where you want it to be, especially if you start playing with the custom force feedback files. Only the strength was nice. Yeah, but I have mine dialed all really far back, especially on nights like tonight, to dial it back a little bit more because we're driving for so many hours continuous. Killer Cantaloupe, and I used a guide when I first installed the game for a custom FFP file. Changed some of the text files, so I'm not sure if I can revert to the base without a reinstall. Oh, okay. Oh, Petra, hello. I didn't see you sneak into chat. How are you? You missed a lot of fun tonight. We're trying out the release candidate, which features a lot of the new physics revisions and tyre revisions in AMS2, and so far, pretty unanimously, it's all very nice indeed. Christopher Pope, apparently sprinkling salt on your elbow onto the steak makes it taste. Helps you show off your biceps if you've got any left. Yeah, well, it obviously gathers a bit of flavour off your dirty elbow, doesn't it? I don't think they've thought it through, have they, Andreas? I think they have to do that because the wheel is dangerous when it really twitchy. Yeah. My old man dislocated his thumb when he was doing real life racing. Caught a fence post, dislocated his thumb right back. Joseph, and I get what you mean with the slide bump. Yeah, there's that slight judder. And again, it's so difficult with it. Everybody's got such different setups. And no DD base is the same, is it either? Hello there. Welcome along. Thank you for joining. Wesley. I couldn't read it. My eyes just couldn't focus for some reason on your name. I do apologise. F flew here. A pleasure having you on board. Right, we haven't got to worry about fuel. Let's just get on with the race. If you haven't already, please hit the like. So many likes tonight. Thank you so much. Oh, no. Welcome to all you new subscribers. Your name hasn't been popping up on screen. If you set your YouTube profile to private, the notifications doesn't pick you up and show your name, so that's why we've not seen many names tonight. I think we had one earlier. Alright, let's concentrate. Oh, I missed my start. Oh, the radar's gone very skinny. See, this random grid start, it's put me at the start every race. Well, nearly every race. Oh, across the gravel. Rattle, rattle of the stones. Yeah, I was bound to get a slap on the wrist for that one. Now I've got Joseph breathing down my neck, and we all know what Joseph's like once he gets the bit between his teeth. Here he comes. Yeah, just under 9,000 revs, I think, to keep peak power. Cold tyres. Oh, somebody's off in the background. Chase me. Run away. Everybody run away. See, when you've got Joseph behind you, you know he's going to take advantage of any error you make. Oh, what am I doing? Changing down. Sorry, Joseph, I got my gear changed completely wrong. Well done for not hitting me. Oh, that weight transfer over that little rise feels absolutely lovely. Oh, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, come on Riser, roll this version out to everybody. Everybody needs to be driving this now, so we can all be in the lobbies together. At the moment, if you're on the release candidate, there's a separate server, or they've split the server, so you can't see all of the lobbies if you're on release candidate. I think the physics is so much different, and I think the pace of the cars must be different as well. So they've separated out the lobbies to people on release candidate and people who aren't. Oh, we've got a bit of an interesting battle behind. Lovely little details in these cars. I'm going to let these guys come past, and then I'm going to try and catch back up again, because you need to see the detail in the cars. Alain Fry is giving it loads of backfire. Clatter, clatter, sounds like a small gun going off. Get a bit of a slipstream going. Sorry about the bright shirt tonight. Oh, stop. Oh, see, I came off the brake and back on again. Oh. We'll have more of this. Come on, Riser, roll it out. I've decided it's time. That four-wheel drift as well. That is delightful. Anybody who's been slating AMS2 over the last 2 years, saying that it's a syncade, all the rest of it, needs to get this version. Make sure they got their setup dialed in. Don't just use your setup that you've been using for something else, because it's not going to work. Get it really highly dialed in. Look at the detail on that engine and gearbox there. The half shaft spinning around with the jointers. Has it got a rubber donut between the dry shaft and the gearbox? Has it? I can't see. I don't know why I'm lifting my head. I'm not in VR, so I can't see. It looks like it's a... Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It looks like a rubber donut. I forgot what they're actually called. That's what I know them as. So you're going to have a little bit of deflection when you're putting stress through that joint. How hard do we push now? Oh, we've all done the same. I haven't stopped smiling all night as well, have you noticed? Apart from when I've been going of approval. Right, riser, roll this out immediately and forget any new additions, forget anything else. You've got to get the online sorted. That's my opinion. Get 1.5 rolled out, forget anything else you've got in the pipework, and get the online sorted. And you've got to do it quick. You've got to get it done this year. That's my humble opinion. And then you will steal the thunder of Rennsport. You'll have like 12 months or more of stealing Rennsport's thunder and Assetto Corsa 2, which comes out next year, I believe, if they stay on target. I don't think anything else. If you've got the online sorted, I don't think anybody else can touch this. There you go, I've said it out loud in front of all of you. But you've got to spend time on your force feedback. We had somebody in Discord saying that they can't feel half the things that I was talking about, and probably 3 or 4 others in Discord were saying they could feel the similar things. So you've got to spend time getting your force feedback to give you that information and detail. Oh, changed down at a funny time. I suppose I better come in to serve my... enjoying it too much. Got to get it slowed down now on these skinny tyres. Luckily it's a short pit lane. They're all speaking highly terms about AMS2. Yeah, I should think so. I mean, understanding it feels like it's been a long time coming, 2 years. It does feel like it's been a long time coming, but they've had so much to deal with, and it's such a small developer in comparison. Even the iRacing pros have got an eye on it. Can understand why, especially with the graphics the way they are. Apart from it cooking your CPU, well, mine anyway. Where did we end up? Oh, we stayed in 3rd. Okay. Kevin M, Andreas. Who do I go watch to see this couple of names? Yeah, who are the people that who are these top people who have got their eye on AMS2? Because the other thing as well is I've been critical of this from the point of view of pointing out issues with the devs, and I've been really fortunate that they have listened on a couple of occasions, and I truly appreciate and acknowledge that they've listened to little old me with a tiny YouTube channel. But that kind of negates a lot of what people say, that they're useless and they can't do this and they're ruining this and they're doing. If if you approach people right, they'll do it, won't they? And being critical is one thing, but if it's not constructive, it's best not to say anything. That's kind of how I view things. I don't think there's any... I can't think of any title that I've owned that I've been disappointed with that I want to see fail. Does that make sense? So when people come out the gate going, oh, it's crap and it's a simcade, they failed to see what the future may hold for a title like this. And I had a conversation with somebody Tuesday night, I think it was, and the fanboys, as people like to call them, which I suppose you class me as, especially with the way I've been talking tonight. Although I don't class myself as a fanboy, I just like to see all titles succeed, to be honest. Oh. That is so clever. I've lost my thread. Yeah, so people have been very vocal and put the title down, and I think they've gone too early with it. I don't think they gave it enough of a chance, if I'm honest. I've missed loads in chat again. I've been rabbiting on. Blah 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 blah. If you mainstreamers, they were German speaking. Petra, where are you getting all these emojis from? Have you kept them in your pocket and you're just throwing them at the screen? Flies with honey. Andreas, Petra's sitting on her phone. Oh, it's very funny. Brilliant. Right. I've just noticed the time. I say it nearly every stream now, and it's just gone 9:15 here in the UK. So that's it for me tonight. I am so grateful for you all joining tonight's stream. It was a bit different because we were testing out a version that not everybody's on, so a lot of people had to download it and get it installed and then join the lobbies, and then me included. I've got tomorrow morning, I've got to roll back to a previous version because I've got a championship tomorrow afternoon with the OlderDrive gang, tomorrow evening with the OlderDrive gang, which means I've got to roll back and everybody else has got to roll back. So we've had a bit of messing about. I've also got to try and get my PC CPU fan. You missed the live unboxing as well, Petra. I've had to invest. This arrived while we were streaming. I've done a bit of an unboxing. Not really. I've looked at it. So I've got to get elbows deep in PC components tomorrow afternoon. Got to edit a video first thing in the morning, the 3LC for Saturday, then do the PC, and then hopefully get it all up and running for the championship tomorrow. So I'm going to say good. Oh, look at Kevin Ames showing off with his French now. Oh, I can't do languages. I can barely do my own. So Darren, thank you. I'm going to need it, I think. It's either going to be straightforward or I'm going to have to rip the whole lot apart. So, thank you, everybody. Been an absolute pleasure having you all on board. Thank you so much for all the likes. Thank you for all the subscribers tonight. There's been a few again tonight. Really appreciate that. And, again, I'm going to say look after yourselves so you can look after the ones that you love around you. And over the next few days in the UK, hydrate and look out for the thunder and lightning. And Until next week, see you all later.